And once we have the register user functionality in place, now let's set up also a login user. And you'll see that pretty much everything is the same. The only difference here is the toast, where I'm just going to say welcome back and username. Now, can you set this up as one function? Absolutely. Basically, you can combine them, just call it maybe, I don't know, sign up user or whatever. And then depending on maybe some value that you pass in here, you can invoke it. And again, that's something that we do in my MERN course, but in this case, I won't do that. Essentially, we'll just set up a separate function for login user. And we'll just change the URL and also add some extra reducers. Now, before we do that, though, let me quickly go to register and also add a little bit more logic here in the submit button. Effectively, I just want to show the loading text if we're loading. So instead of always having it as submit, I'm going to say if is loading is true. Then we're going to go here with loading ... And as I said, I needed to set up here ternary operator. And if it is false, then of course we'll just say submit. Let's save it. Then we're going to navigate to user slice. And let's start working where essentially, you know what? I think in order to speed this up, I'll just take this and copy and paste. So I think we'll set this one up faster this way. So we're going to go here with login user. The action is also going to be login user. The URL is going to be login. And then as far as the response, yep, we'll still get back the same user object. So we'll just return it. And the same goes for the error message. So let's save it here. And now I'll do the same thing with the extra reducers, where we'll copy and paste. I'll select the register user. And let's just change this value to a login one. And as far as the values, is loading the same while pending true. And then if we're successful, same deal, is loading false, user. And then let's just say welcome back. That's it. That's going to be the only change we're going to make. Welcome back and then whatever name. So now let's go to the browser. I mean, if you want, you can try to register one more time. I'm not going to do that. And I'll right away go for the login one. Now I just need to remember all the dumb emails. So in this case, I'm going to go with John12 Gmail. And then we're looking for the password. So let me type it. Let me submit. And I get here invalid credentials, of course, because my email is correct. And this nicely shows what we're going to get back. So even though we provided all the values, so we passed this check, correct? We passed this submit check where we were checking for empty values. We passed this one, but the server responded that, hey, listen, there's something wrong with your data. The email that you provided does not match the password. So that was actually a good result. So let me try one more time. And now notice I have welcome back, John. So that's the message. And notice the actions. So first we were pending, then rejected. So notice nothing changed here in the state, but once everything was correct, now we can clearly see that we have our user object. And by the way, we can take a look at the difference. So is loading from true to false. And also the user is set up over here. And if you want to see the loading in a button, just press notice. You'll have loading. You won't be able to submit. And again, we successfully logged in.